Peggy 18.
All my life I could feel an insistent gnawing in the back of my mind. It was a yearning, a thirst for discovery that could be neither numbed nor sated.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Darkest Dungeon here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host Max. Okay, so on the last episode, I did say that I would really love to go finally onto the Darkest Dungeon. The problem with that is that we have only like one Vestal, and she's currently being healed with her stress. And we have actually a Vestal here who is about to reach level 5. So what I'm gonna try to do is take a party on a veteran level difficulty so that we can get more of our heroes into at least like level 5. This way I will have a bigger roster to choose from, because certain classes are really effective when it comes to the runs in the Darkest Dungeon. Like for example, I know for a fact that I will definitely require like men-at-arms for one of the runs on top of the hill above Hamlet and such. So yeah, if you're new here or if you're a returning viewer, I'm gonna basically go scout out what's available currently for me to do, and then I'm gonna equip the party and we're gonna take them out for the dungeon, so that it's mostly actually just the dungeon run in comparison to just me talking inside of the town. So let's go take a look at what's available, and yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Okay, so on this episode we will be doing a Cove run for veteran level difficulty. This is a medium level dungeon. The reward are deeds, because currently we have only 3 left. Also, we are completely out of portraits. The problem here is, if I would want to get portraits, I would have to do the apprentice level raids here, either for warrants or ruins. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna do that in like the next episode, like do 2 short apprentice level raids or something to get some portraits. Also, we might be theoretically capable of grabbing some along the way, but we will see. I was able to level up the gear of all my heroes here, so I really realized the fact that I do not have someone with me like Plague Doctor, who is tremendous help here, especially in the Cove, because he can be taking out the 2 back rows. So we're gonna have to utilize the Musketeer and the Vestal in order to do so. I'm gonna probably switch around the Hellion with the Crusader, just so that she can utilize the Iron Swan just in case. And let's give them some trinkets. Okay, so we're gonna be taking 2 full stacks of that. Let's click on everything. Shovel, venom, bandage, medicinal herb, tea, holy water, and torch. And that'll be it. I don't really think I require laudanum for this run. Hopefully there won't be too many madmen or some weird variations of enemies. And I'm really hoping that despite not being able to apply blight to the enemy, we're still gonna be able to turn them into fish fingers. Or fish sticks.
Recover these lost shipments of rarities, that we may prevent them from falling into even less scrupulous hands.
Okay, so the biggest problem with this raid is the fact that we need to collect 3 Ancestors' relics. So basically I will need to check out a lot of these out of the main road rooms if we don't get too much scouting done. Biggest problem is also I don't really know who's like my main craft disarm person
Mechanical
in
hazards
the party.
possessed by evil intent.
Seriously, like immediately you're gonna give me one of the ancestral trinkets which I need to collect. Okay, that's kind of dumb. What's the point of this raid? I mean, I'm 2/3 of the way done already. Okay, let's at least see how this party composition will work against the enemy here. So the Enchantress had her turn, so we don't have to bother with her.
Continually
Let's get rid of the White Mouth.
Destroy them.
You know what, let's just kill her. We're gonna leave the Gladiator, and we should be able to deal with him. Really hate the fact that his attacks do give you
Destroyed.
the chance to have added stress. It's just the most idiotic thing ever. And we're so
Impressive
gonna
haul,
take
if you value such things.
portraits. Okay, damn it! Why does every goddamn vessel that I have do a dumbass thing like this? Swear to God, after this run, we're gonna have to go and get that champion level vestal treated for this. Yeah, so this one is compulsive. Let's see who has some really bad stuff that we should get rid of. Yeah, here we're just gonna roll the dice and okay, I really wanted to like apply the abilities of the coral, but well, our Vestal had a totally different idea. And I really hate when they have this dumbass quirk which causes you to do this stuff. I swear to God, if this curio will be the third one, which I'm looking for, we're gonna have to do like another raid in this episode, because that would be just idiotic. I mean, you handed me almost the entire victory on the start just by moving to one room. We basically just got 2/3 of our goal here. I really hate the fact that I'm gonna have to ditch something in order to free up space for that third thing. Okay, I was really gonna be weirded out if that curio would have been what we are looking for. Might be actually over there, who knows. Like 60% sure that the vessel will try to touch the backpack.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Totally weirded out by the fact that she did not want to interact with that, but okay. So you can pause the screen, read about this. Like I said on many episodes, I don't really know if there's some meaning behind this besides giving you some extra information, but I'm not gonna read it. I really wish if there would be like possibility for Wayne, the narrator, to like read the whole thing. Then I would make like content for that specifically on the game and upload it onto the channel. Okay, so here we are actually gonna see the proper challenge. Three of these boys are in the stealth mode, so we're gonna have to utilize illumination with our vessel. We're gonna have to mark the big is it Seed Crusher or what the hell is that first word? Yeah, whatever. We need to remove the damn stealth from these two so that the musketeer can start attacking them. So let's start to do this. Also, if the debuff is applied, the -27 dodge is gonna seriously damage their capabilities. Would still love to apply the illumination onto the second one. Okay, currently I won't have to. So far, I have not seen the arterial pinch from the Crusher, so we are kind of avoiding the massive bleed damage this guy can dish out. Okay, that was a beautiful dodge there. We can manage the stress. I mean, so far, the only person who really needs the stress heal is probably the alien. We're gonna have to do something about the second... totally forgot what's his name, and since he died, it's kind of pointless to even waste time on that. Let's go with an AoE heal here. I can theoretically apply another mark so that we can dish out that added damage to Crusher. I know it doesn't look like it's happening, but trust me, without that mark, we'd be dealing even less of a damage.
Their cursed champion falls.
And if you manage to get a combo of like a Houndmaster, Musketeer, and Bounty Hunter with a healer, and at least one of them is capable of utilizing the mark, you're gonna be dealing some stupid amount of damage to the enemy, trust me. Okay, Wayne was talking about something, I was talking about something. I'm quite sure he's gonna forgive me this time. Usually I try to shut up while he does his thing, but not this time. Okay, I really want the boss. The 250 gold can go and, you know. So, what can I ditch, theoretically? But that's the thing, like, I'm still gonna have to be forced to free up some space for the freaking third piece of the ancestral relic, so I'm really thinking we're gonna go with torches and just continue this raid without any added capabilities for this dumbass to poison herself. Okay, thankfully she resisted the disease. Okay, interesting. We're getting some stress here, but that should not be a problem. Yeah, I was really hoping that actually Vessel would go before the Hellion. I was really hoping to do this, and because we don't have the Grave Robber, we cannot utilize the pickaxe capabilities. I'm really glad I did manage to keep the bandages, but look at that, 8 points of bleed per turn. That's massive damage. The attack itself does not hit so hard, but the after effects, yeah, that's a bit more troublesome. 48, we're gonna once again work on
their formation is broken.
Moving or reducing the stress on the Musketeer. The mark is still applied here, so I'm hoping that she will be able to hit
the way is lit.
The Crusher.
The path is clear.
Let's go with
we require only the
here.
strength to follow it.
Beautiful. This is definitely helping out, at least a little bit. It was really hard to obtain it, so I'm really hoping we're gonna be able to get rid of these two. I really don't wanna prolong this engagement too long because the maggot can potentially get one of our party members sick or something, so let's just try to get rid of
size
as
has no
fast as
intrinsic
possible.
merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Debuff is not bothering me that much. If the bleed would stack up, this engagement could have been over.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay, it looks like we're getting a full stack
Push on to the task's
of
end.
busts. That's gonna be helpful. So far so good with the light. Fortunately, not what we were looking for in here, so we're gonna have to continue this way. You know, the most awkward thing would be if the last trinket would be like over here or something. That would just be dandy, and with how the game can work to punish the player, I'm kind of thinking it's gonna actually happen. We're gonna switch the emerald for the gold because the emerald is only 750 gold and this is 1000 gold, so obvious choice. Damn, okay, interesting composition here. Really interesting. We're gonna mark the ghoul because it can dish out a ton of stress damage. We're gonna have to manage the stress here. The two stingers are gonna be annoying as hell, I can tell you that right about now. We can have 3 party members, theoretically.
Compassion is a rarity in the
Stunned, so that would be super annoying. Well, let's start dealing some damage to these stingers at least. Okay, so that's 1 wasted turn. Okay, that's a resist. We're gonna do a stress heal for the musketeer. We're gonna do a debuff on the ghoul. Theoretically, I could have tried to apply the debuff onto the stinger too. Try and attack the ghoul here. Really am starting to get a bit annoyed by them constantly just targeting the musketeer, but oh, what the heck. Let's apply another stress heal. Let's apply an actual heal. And musketeer is gonna shoot. Take out the ghoul. Beautiful vertical. And now it's up to us to get rid of the last jellyfish. Okay, let's start getting rid of some of these provisions. Beautiful vertical. Really nice. Okay, what we can do here is get rid of these 2 things, eat this food, grab this, ignore the jade as if it did not appear. And here we have the last ancestral trinket. So, the obvious choice is to do this. Since we have all 3 of them, we can continue the adventure of, honestly, so far not that much of a challenge.
Trinkets and baubles.
But I'm thinking we might try to do a camping and see if we can come across something more valuable still. Free up some space and stuff like that. Okay, interesting composition. So there is actually a madman in this party. Interesting. Okay, this is a really nasty buff because that 25% damage boost is gonna do some serious damage to us. Okay, so we're gonna reduce the stress on the musketeer yet again. We're gonna use this lovely ability on the oracle. Gonna kill the oracle.
As the enemy crumbles.
I unfortunately cannot get rid of the horror applied to the crusader, but the mainly stressed out person here at the group is our musketeer. We're gonna have to get rid of the madman. Hopefully, I'm really hoping that the musketeer will be able to crit the madman and take him out.
Eradicated.
Thank you. Okay, so let's continue to reduce the stress and let's start applying some freaking damage. The fun thing is I really feel like I should apply the adrenaline rush here. Let's pop this, and let's go with this. Let's just slice into the big shellfish. Hey, nice dodge there. Let's remove the chance of you dodging again. What do you say? Since he actually takes up 2 spots, I should be able to still utilize the aimed shot. Really hope so. But thanks to the mark and even more reduction in the dodge, we should be able to start hitting Crusher a bit harder. Okay, not exactly what I thought was gonna happen. Beautiful dodge. Come on, guys. Take out the
bigger the
big
beast,
sea critter.
the greater the glory. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Okay, gonna pass on this. Let's do the camping.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight, an uneasy
So we're gonna
companionship.
do the prevention of the ambush. We're gonna definitely try to do either sharpening spear, and let's go with this. And I'm not really sure if we can do anything else. You know what? Let's do the reduction of the stress, and that should do it. We still have 4 provisions.
In radiance, may we find victory.
So even if I get a hunger check, I should still be able to sustain the party. Damn it! Okay. Even more food. Not really sure if I would eat the food out of a treasure chest found somewhere
Watch
on the
your step.
beach. Okay, and even additional pressure. And if we can actually eat these things, there would be such a lobster feast at Hamlet. Everyone would be happy. Let's go with added buff. We're gonna remove this so that the Iron Swan can theoretically hit the Oracle. I'm gonna mark the Crusher because I'm gonna start attacking it too. Now you can deal with that. Yeah, at the end of this run, I definitely need to put this lady into the sanitarium to remove the damn quirk, which is making her interact with everything I don't want her to interact with. Please stop applying stress to my musketeer. Let's get rid of you.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Let us do a group heal. Let's apply some damage here, because no longer we're gonna be dealing with stress from the Oracle.
A
Beautiful
decisive
critical.
pummeling.
Keep them coming. We have one more round of mark, so let's try to squeeze out as much as we can out of it. I said as much as we can. 3 points of damage is not as much as we can. Okay, you should still be able to shoot despite the fact that you have reshuffled. Fortunately, the mark is no longer applied, so this is kind of annoying. But we're just gonna go with the good old brute force and try to take out the big boy.
Perhaps the turning point.
Let's heal the musketeer, and she's gonna shoot at the wide mouth.
The ground
Beautiful
quakes.
shot. Come on, give me some reward. Torture the bust. Woo, crests! I can take
As
crests.
victories mount, so too will resistance.
Hey, you know what? Let's just do this, and yeah, that'll be it. I'm not gonna stick around too much longer. It's kind of pointless at this point. I don't think there's gonna be that many more challenges. So we are getting those deeds. We're getting a sun ring. We're getting some gold here. Perhaps some reward too. I'm really happy I was able to come across some deeds and portraits and busts too. We have Vestal on level 5, which is awesome. Okay. So not that horrible. Obviously, what I need to do is take the Musketeer into the Sanitarium, do the same with 2 vessels.
A finely crafted instrument of butchery and bloodshed. Yours for the taking.
Yeah, so she's doing God knows what because I hate it when they do this. But yeah, that'll be it for this episode. If you did enjoy the content, please consider giving the episode a like. It helps a lot with the algorithm and all this other stuff. If you like what I do here and you want to check out the channel some more, consider subscribing or heck checking out the channel. Link is in the description. Publish content on a weekly basis on playthroughs, discussions, early in-game reviews, things like that. So yeah, check out the channel. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, etc., please feel free to leave them in the comment section. I'm gonna try to get back to you at my earliest convenience. Thank you for watching, hope you did like it. Stay safe, and bye-bye from Hamlet.